Greetings, party people. I'm Kevin and SevenCastM, and today I'm excited to show you how we use ExamTools, which is the software for in-person and remote exams. Marcel AR6MS made a tutorial series, a series of videos on YouTube about this a while ago, and I'll link those in the description because they go a lot more in-depth, and he's a lot more knowledgeable about ExamTools than I am. Since this will be a basic introductory tutorial to get you up and running. So, if you're not there already, you can open up a web browser and type in exam.tools, and it'll take you right here. Quite the fancy URL. You can also type in examtools.org, but typing in exam.tools is cooler. So this is the production environment. This is like the main environment, the main website essentially for using ExamTools at actual sessions. However, for this demonstration, I will be using the development, the cool kids call it sandbox environment for this, so that I can show you what everything looks like without having to use an actual session. So, here on the main page, again, if this was a real session, it would not say development, and you would be on this one. But I'm going to go here. If I was an applicant, I can click Join Exam Session. If you want to see the documentation about ExamTools for VEs, if you want to pursue some light reading, that has much more detail on how ExamTools works, you can click View Documentation. Otherwise, I am going to log in as a VE. I'm currently logged in, so I can continue. If you do not have an account, you can click Log In and use your Ham Study account if you have that. Otherwise, you can click Register and type in your information. I'm going to go back and click Continue. I'm already logged in. And the first thing that you want to do when you make your ExamTools account is go to your profile section. You can put in a picture and your name and stuff like that. But the most critical thing that you're gonna have to do is verify your call sign. So my verified as call sign, my call sign is verified by ExamTools. But if it wasn't, you would see a big button here that says verify your call sign, and it will ask you to upload the official copy of your license that you got when that you got basically after you passed. The FCC sent it to you, or the one that you can download from course. But again, that has to be the official copy of your license, not the reference copy. But you'll upload that. It'll take usually a couple days for the powers that be to approve it, and then you'll be set. And with your credentials for whatever VECs that you are accredited with. Boom. So it'll also ask you to make a signature. Your signature does not have to be perfect. Let's see if I can see mine. Boom, right here. It does not have to be perfect. And then you can save that. And that's a helpful thing to do before your first session. Cool. After that, I can go down to my session list, and if you are not on any sessions yet, it'll look like this, just blank. And then for your first session that you're planning on going on, the session manager, well, for any session, the session manager will have to add you to their session in order for you to see it. So after they add you, you'll be able to see the session here. If you still don't see it, you can refresh the page, and if that doesn't work, I would recommend looking up here to these filters and making sure that you can see all sessions or all the open sessions or what have you. It's not registering for some reason. Let me refresh. When in doubt, refresh, and also make sure that the date is set to upcoming. There we go. Okay. So upcoming and all, you can see how that, you might have like accidentally changed that, or you accidentally pressed a button and it tabbed over to that and switched something. But now I can see a session that the session manager, who is also myself for this example session, has added me to. So for this one, I added myself to it. And then when you click on the session, oh, you can see that it's blue, and it says in progress, which means that the session has commenced. Which, so that applicants can join the session, or that they can log in and take their test. Cool. So now here we are in the session. We can see all the applicants who are going to take their test at this session. And we can also click here, see all the VEs. I'm currently the only one on this example session. You can see my credentials here. That's my VE number, and the little green alien indicates that I am, I just burped, that I am an extra. Perfect. There's also, over here you can also see some permission levels. We could go into detail about that later. Yeah, so now let's go back. But basically I'm a coder, which just means that I can add VEs and I can add and remove applicants and do a couple of other things, as well as start and finalize the session. So, cool, let's go back here to our applicants. And let's talk about some of the symbology that we see here. So we can see here that Marek here is assigned to me, and in order to assign up applicant to yourself, you can click on them. Let's click on Suzanne, and by default, it'll say assign yourself. Since I'm a coder, I can assign other VEs as well, but I'll assign myself, and then it'll go up here, and then you can see I can also unassign myself and it'll put it back down there. But under Marek here, I can see that if I click on this little person icon, I can see who it's assigned. Or actually, not click on it, just hover over it. I can see that I am assigned, and I'll be able to see any other VE who is assigned to that applicant as well. On the left here, 5690. That is this applicant's PIN, which is how they log in. To ExamTools in order to take their test. I can see their name here, and I can see their license class. If they're unlicensed, or if they don't have a call sign assigned yet, it'll show their FRN. If they have a call sign, it'll show their call sign. So I can hover over this. I can see that this individual is unlicensed, so it shows their FRN. However, down here I can see that this person has a call sign and is a general, for example. Boom. Okay. So Mark is assigned to me. I can also see that a couple other people have actually finished their test. Mark is in the middle of their test. You can see that this icon, they have a blue icon down here that says in progress. And if I hover over it, I can see how many questions they have answered. And there's that blue progress bar up top, showing me that they're about halfway through their test. Down here, I can see that Stephanie has passed element 2, which is the technician. So it shows a green smiley face there. If they failed, it would be red. And I can also see that Valentina really went for it today and passed all 3. And I can see the score that they got on each test by hovering over these icons or opening them up. You just click anywhere on the white box to open it up to get some more options, as well as see that they aced their technician in general and missed one on their extra. Cool. So those were some of the statuses. Oh, you can see here that this is grayed out. This is for signatures. So after this person is done, mark, I'll click on this after they pass. If they pass, I'll click on this, and so will all the other VEs, and click sign. Then it'll use the signature that I saved, or you can draw a new one over here. Then you type in your password for ExamTools that you used to log in. So you want to make sure to have that handy. And then click sign down here. Boom. And after everybody signs, one of the session managers, we'll see if I can do that. No, I can't. We'll mark them complete and they'll go to the bottom. I can't do it because 3 VEs have not signed. After 3 VEs sign, it'll just turn green without the red circle. And then the session manager or somebody helping them can complete that applicant and send them their CSEE. Cool. One more thing relating to this. Yeah, there's one more thing relating to this I actually wanted to show you before. But let's say, so we're assigned to Mark. We're in a room with our Marek, watching them finish their test. We'll progress them a little bit here through the magic of computing technology. I'm not sure. So here you can see that they've answered all the questions, 35 out of 35. And now if they click grade exam on their on their screens, a little red bubble with a checkbox in it will appear right here. And this is for authorizing. This is an approval request, which means, so basically before an applicant logs in, before they start their test, and then when they're ready to grade, they have to wait for authorization to do that. So that basically, not just anybody who knows their PIN can log in from wherever they want outside their session and take the test. They have to be actually here with us doing it. So at our sessions, one person in the room will be in each testing room will be assigned to do the authorizations per applicant. So if I'm the person assigned to do that, I will click this. I will click the red checkbox. For the grade exam, it'll make you enter your password again, or it'll make you enter your password. And then you can click approve, and you can see, and it'll show them their results, and it'll show you as well that they passed. And after they sign on their end, you can sign this and then send them on their way. I did this kind of out of order. I showed you the authorizations before signing, but the authorizations, I showed you signing first for whatever reason. I think my brain is a brain today. I showed you signing before authorizing, but really the authorization happens before the signing. And it also happens when they first log in. So let's say Suzanne logs in, you're in a room with Suzanne, and you're assigned to do the authorizing. They will have a little person running. Some people call it the running man. So you'll click that and then click approve if that is the correct person who should be logging in. And now Suzanne is able to review their information and to start the test. Cool. I think I covered everything I want to here. I'm looking at all the symbols. This yellow triangle means that there's a mismatch between what ULS has for that applicant and what ExamTools has for that applicant. So maybe they registered with a different email address or mailing address or something, or name or whatever. And ExamTools is like, wait a minute, something's not right here, and it displays that little warning. This one is just because it's just because I typed in an FRN of 00, 10 zeros, and then I also typed in, so I typed in a fake FRN, but then a real call sign, and it's not happy with that. Cool. So really quick, I'll show you how applicants actually register for sessions. So in case somebody asks you, or you're in charge of helping somebody do that, you can actually go to HamStudy. You can go to hamstudy.org or just ham.study. Ham.study sounds cooler, so we'll go for that. If you click on Find a Session, you can use the filters here to, let's say you want a remote GLAARG session, you could go here and choose GLAARG, and then click on whatever session you're interested in registering for, or the applicant is, and then they can click register and enter in all their details, FRN call sign, or FRN or call sign, name, address, phone number, email, etc. And then after they do all that, they will show up here. Boom. Awesome. And then when you're done, you can log out, or you can just quit the browser and enjoy the rest of your day. Awesome. So that was a little demonstration on how we use ExamTools, or what it looks like at least. Let us know if you have any questions, and don't forget to have fun.